thank you for joining Stoke Haunted tonight here at Nutton Club. Would you like to tell us who you are and what your position is here?
Yeah, I'm Chelsea and I work behind the bar. I also clean as well.
You do? How long have you been with the club?
Well, I've been brought up in here, so... And then I started working here when I was 16, so it's been about... I've started working here about 10 years.
Okay, so you've got quite a connection with the building,
yeah.
everybody in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we'd like to talk to you about is you've had some personal experiences here yourself. Would you like to run through what's happened?
Nothing dead dramatic. It's just like when you're working behind the bar. I've heard people shout at me, so I've ran in and I'm like, gone in and there's no one there. I hear my name all the time.
So is it a clear?
Yeah, dead clear. It's like a proper shout, like Charles, like
is it male or female?
Man all the time. And then like, if I can be in the other room and I shut all the shutters down in here, and it was one of the shutters that don't like shut like fully, so you have like a bit of a gap. So when I'm in the bar and I kind of like glance like a lot like this, I always like see like not a clear view, but it's like a black outline of somebody just whizzing past the shutter all the time. And I've looked and there's obviously no one there. I've also a couple of weeks back as well, and it's happened a couple of times, not just happened on one occasion. Like in the cellar part in the back, I've looked again twice quickly, and it's like I've seen somebody walk past and walk in. Like I've just walk in and I can hear it.
I just want to see if any of you can come with us, Paddy. There is something I want to see. See if you can pick it up. I know of it, so I can't say anything.
Can we get back in?
Yeah, I can get back in. Just open the door for Laura. I just want, no, yeah. There's something around here, if you can pick it up.
You want something picked up here? Right. Well, at the front, where them flags are, right, is a woman. This.
You got anything, Laura?
Not for a minute now.
If you can't, it's okay. Don't worry about
Getting
it.
the goosebumps.
So I do with that tree. Something here around this tree.
Excuse the camera shaking, my hands are freezing.
Is there any water near here?
Yeah, there's a brook at the bottom there.
These all been moved around and everything for the night time.
Are the bodies down?
Sort of, yeah.
There's bodies on the ground. Is it didn't form a graveyard?
Is it what?
Form a graveyard?
No.
No. But I know there's something on the ground. That's why I've been put down.
He was, I know there was a murder years ago.
Something with that tree, and that tree's drawing.
Something to do about that tree, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've just focused on the tree.
He's going in the tree.
Something bad. I know that. So very.
Do you want me to tell you?
It's something about a child.
Well, there's two men's ashes scattered in that tree.
Yeah. But I got child
I
at
got
first.
buried under the tree, but I didn't.
Ah, innit? Let me think.
They're both
now.
scattered. The,
Scattered.
two,
Yeah, I know what you mean now. And they were.
I was out of the tree then. I just couldn't pin it down.
he got the buried sort of thing.
Yeah.
But
I just couldn't pin it down.
two men who used to love this club, they're
Yeah.
scattered there.
But I was going to say they were founder members
Yeah.
of this club,
Yeah.
and their wish was to be buried there.
Yeah. That's it in a way.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like the one in Stoke, where you know his ashes are buried in Stoke, aren't they? Yeah.
Welcome to our night at Nutton Club, which you are
Kenneth Ingram.
very familiar with, and you're Kenneth Ingram.
Yeah.
How old are you and what position do you have here?
I'm 59 years old. I call the bingo and I walk around doing the pick a disc.
Okie dokie. What I would like to ask you is if you're able to tell us your first-hand accounts of anything that might have gone on here that you would classify as paranormal.
The first time was one of the young girls was calling bingo. I saw a shadow behind her and I took a photograph. And she says, "I hope you're not taking photographs of me," when she was on the stage calling bingo. I said yes. And when she come down, there was somebody standing behind her,
Oh,
like a
that's
figure
okay.
of a woman.
So you've actually seen some sort of physical
Yeah.
apparition. Did it have any features at all, or was it just a shadow?
Just like a shadow behind her, with her head like and the shoulders. Because she was sitting down and this one was higher up.
Okay.
I think it's a woman because when I'm calling bingo, at the side of me, I get like somebody touching my arm and things like that. Then when I've come off bingo, my hands are all red. Well, my wrist is all red, as though somebody's been, it's like a sunburn.
Do you
You
notice
know.
any temperature difference on that hand?
Yeah, I
That
get red
wrist?
hot, sometimes I get cold and then my hair's come up. Then I feel somebody doing this like at the back of my neck. You know,
Bit distracting then.
Yeah.
When you are stood up there on the stage calling bingo and you are having the sensation of somebody stroking your wrist or
Yeah.
touching your hair, how does that make you feel in that moment?
Sometimes I know when somebody's there because I feel as though I'm not frightened because they're not there to hurt me. And sometimes, I mean, once before I wanted to see, you know, the mum and dad passed away, and I've always wanted to see my mum and dad because they never said draw. And I went to see the specialist in Manchester, and she told me, said, "Well, you have got a gift." And she said, "Well, you won't see, you know, you frightened your mum away, you know." So I was just wondering if it could be my mum, because she used to come in this club, and my dad did. And he couldn't, if it is her or not, I don't know.
People are in this room or this building. This box in front of me will allow you to speak and use the words on the airwaves that are already there. And use them to try and talk to me, please.
Yeah, just
My name's Sarah. I just want to talk to you and find out a little bit about you, that's all. We're not here to make you leave. We don't want to hurt you. And we don't want to upset you in any way. We just want to talk to you, that's all. This box won't hurt you in any way. It's just a device so that you can use and we can understand.
Would you like to say hello to Marv?
it's just bad.
You're getting the...
And it's also touching this lady here.
Yeah, this is like
Can you tell me your name?
Hand on Paddy, stand on me, something like that.
So are you interested in what we're doing at the moment if you're standing here with us and being rather affectionate to two of the members around here?
Oh,
Okay, if that's you interfering with the device, can you make it go off completely?
well, it has gone off.
Still got a bit going,
Just
isn't
before
it?
that went off, it sounded like Morse code.
Did it right off?
Still does.
Can you hear it?
The high pitch in the background, like Morse code.
It makes a high pitch noise when the temperature changes and it moves up or down.
There's constant high pitch. It's like the kind of dog whistle pitch.
It's next serviceman's club. Couldn't there be somebody that's used Morse code?
I've got a name. Irene. I've got
Have you
Irene.
drained this battery?
Go on, Paddy, look.
Irene. This lady doesn't know anyone named Irene, do you?
That's past.
No.
Irene, I've just got an Irene in my head.
Irene, well, she's an Irene.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well don't tell us any more about Irene at the minute, and then if we do get anything else you can corroborate it between yourselves. We don't want to...
Yes, just do it.
This lady, how can I put it? Like, so we call it a kettle black, but she would be up front with it, not hold it back. If you started something, she would finish it. She stand her ground.
She doesn't... Do you mean like she doesn't sugarcoat anything?
Huh?
Do you mean like she doesn't sugarcoat anything?
If somebody started on her, she would finish it. Let's put it that way. She's one of them that would stand her ground, you know what I mean? You argue with her, you argue back.
Bear with me a second.
Can you...
Battery and that. The battery
Sarah,
thing that we put
just
on.
tell us what's happened. Why has this calling out session with Ghostbox stopped?
Well, we've
Are you-
just, the battery was full and we've been here no longer than 5 minutes and it's completely drained. So we just can get a new battery.
You aren't related to her,
Well,
are
I
you?
can actually clarify that it is bang
No.
on 5 minutes.
Because she
So
keeps
it is
looking
the
at you.
fourth device.
It was a brand new battery.
Okay, what's your time stamp on your camera?
So
Okey-dokey.
after 5 minutes, it was a new battery. It's gone completely flat. We've had 2 camera batteries go flat after a few minutes.
And we've also had the middle section of the laser tripwire. That's
that
not
gone?
working.
That's
So
not
that's 4
working
devices
either.
now.
Wow.
That's a lot in the space of an hour and a half, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering whether that's why the energy might be drawn to the stage, because there is a lot of power over there.
Yeah.
And if that light, does that light stay on all the time? That numbers light, or
No,
does
you
it go
can
off?
change it off if you want.
Chelsea.
I said Irene to you, right, but I've got those.
It's alright, go for it. That's fine.
I don't know if it's her or another lady that's come in that passed with the big C cancer. Do you know anyone who passed with cancer? She's saying this is what she's saying to you now. I'm okay now. No need to worry about me. Do you know do you know someone like that that passed over?
With cancer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be further back than the one you've got now. Do you know what I mean? In your family. She's okay. We've got a photo of this lady somewhere. In your mum or your dad, if they're still alive, I don't know. But somebody in your family's got... why do I always get the bad ones? I don't know. I would say she was just a bit taller than you. It's like
You
a
okay?
nan. Like a grandmother feeling. but a great grandmother feeling, if you know what I mean. Do you know someone named Peter?
What's past?
Peter or Paul? It begins with P.
Yeah.
Right.
That's past.
I must have got it wrong, but it begins with P. I'll just say that.
You said you get the bad ones. What did you mean?
I always get the ones with either cancer or...
Do you want him to continue or do you want him to stop? You sure?
I've got a young gentleman that passed in the Second World War. He's related to you and your family somewhere. Like an uncle or great uncle.
Are you picking up
I've got
anything?
another name, John. You have to find these out. He's just telling me. Yeah.
Is there any message?
He just said that, the second one I came up and said P.
Yeah.
He said his time was to go. He said he couldn't stay on any longer. It was his turn, but
You identify with that as well.
did you hold his hand when he was going? Did you hold his hand when he was passing on? Because he said he felt it. He stood by the side of you when he was going on. I don't know who he is. I'm very sorry if I've upset you, but I do apologise. As that lady knows, if you've got him, you've got to give him. You know, like, it's not grief, it's release for you. Do you know what I mean? Because you've been holding it back inside.
You know, but it's strange you should say that. No, I got a feeling somehow that I was hoping something like this would crop up, you know what I mean? And with him saying Pete's it's very eternal. That was my
Okay,
husband.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So we don't want to cause you any
Oh no, it's just
upset or...
they're nice to hear though. So.
Did you kiss his hand?
Yeah, I did.
Something's just come up on my camera.
He said
Big
he remembers that
screen just come
well.
up saying this function isn't available. I'm not actually touching it.
Any message from
That's all I
him,
wanted to say to you. I'm sorry, but
No, that's fine.
Is there anything that you want to ask and see if Paddy can...
it's relief for you. Knowing, because you've been wondering if he's okay with that.
Rather strange that
Yeah,
he should
yeah.
mention it and the type of
I
illness
wonder
he
if he's
had.
still, I wonder if he's still doing...
Very strange.
is he aware what's
We're
still
going
going
to
on
something.
around them at the
Oh.
minute? Is he still aware of what's going around
Oh,
them?
yeah. He
Is
said-
there anything that you would like to ask and see whether Paddy can get message on?
You've seen him. You've seen
No.
that figure.
Is there anywhere in the building that you, if you had the option not to go in because of a bad feeling or the sense that something's in there?
I sense when I go up the stairs, when I walk along, go bingo, and sometimes the light isn't on, I turn the light on.
Is that the dresser room
Yeah,
that
the
goes
dressing
up
room
to the
goes
stage?
up. And I feel as though when I walk upstairs, someone's behind me, then my ears go up, like, you know, and I feel a bit cold, you know. Then I go sit down, and then sometimes I see like a shadow at the side of me, and then I'll turn around and see who's there, and just like sometimes it just disappears that fast.
Does that, when you see the shadow, does that feel the same as when you've got the energy that's giving you numbers and the accent? Do they feel like the same thing, or are they two separate things, do you think?
Well, it's more or less just the same thing. Whoever's on that stage with me, they're not there to hurt me, if you understand what I mean. You know, I don't mind, you know, but they've had some bad spells in behind the bar where the glasses have been smashing and everything.
Have you seen that yourself?
No, I haven't seen it. I have heard of glasses smashing and everything, you know, when we've been sitting, well, we sit down there on Sunday, and then the week we sit at the top. But down the bottom there, there's like, we sit with our mates, Jimmy and Terry and well, Barbara and Dawn, and you feel like somebody's touching you. And my mate said to me once, Jimmy says, "What did you hit me for?" I said, "Never touched you." Someone else, but we've been told there's 3 women down there, and
How is the side of there being plenty of paranormal activity reported here? How does that sit with the patrons and the visitors that come here? Is it a laughing joke, or is it actually taken quite seriously?
it is taken quite seriously. Some of them have a bit of laugh, you know, because they know that these women, because some of them, you know, used to come in this club years and years ago, you know, and they don't let much stuff out, but there's a lot of people in here, you know, who've seen different things.
It's been very nice talking to you. I believe that you will be sticking around with
Yeah,
us
I'll be sticking around, yeah, no problem.
tonight. So it'll be lovely to see what you think by the end of the investigation. So maybe we'll catch up a bit later.
It doesn't. I am a bit scared sometimes because obviously I have to lock up on my own sometimes. So I'm a bit like, I'm not going in there. I'm not going in there. There's no way am I going in there because of what I've seen on that night. But obviously I don't know. I have to check the place as well before I leave anyway. So I know it's.
Do you ever get concerned? Obviously, after so long being here and experiencing those things, did you earlier think that it was maybe a person had got in there and you did manage to get into the property and you're trying to find them,
No.
or has it always been that it's some sort of entity that you're not sure of?
I've never thought it. So the odd time I think I was, you know, it's dead weird. It's like I've always seen somebody, but when I've looked, there's no one there, so I know it can't be anybody person. Like, and I don't think there's anybody actually been stuck in here.
Right.
But it's like, you know what you've seen, such as glasses. Like glasses can just fall off the shelves a lot, and I'm like, go away. What are you doing? Why are you doing that to me?
Do you get a sense of any energy being negative or positive, or even what they're there for?
No.
So they don't necessarily interact with you personally?
No,
it's
they've
just
never.
that it's going on around you?
Yeah, it's going on around me. Like tonight, like we've got like the draft pot pump. It goes on, I think it's twice tonight in here. It's happened to me where it's just swung off on its own, and I'm like, why are you doing that? God, there's no way that it could move off on its own.
Do you think that it might be something trying to seek attention?
Yeah, it feels like that. Just like, you know, like as if they're there. Do you know what I mean? A certain time when you say that, yeah, when everyone's gone, it normally happens then. When everyone's gone.
So it's more.
But like it does happen through the night. I'm not saying it doesn't happen through the night, but it's more near the end of the night when I'm walking up type thing. I'm hearing things around the club and I'm thinking, who's that? Or who's just made that noise? I hear bangs all the time, bang.
Okay.
And I've experienced once where I was sitting in the back of the cellar, and that shutter there, can you see it on the end?
Yes.
That is just slammed shut.
Oh right, okay. So it's a varied amount of activity that you've got.
I've been with other people when it's happened now as well, so it's like I'm not thinking in my head, it's not me. Do you know what I mean? Other people have been with me and witnessed that. So, and we've all ran. Every single one of us
have been scared.
Yeah,
I know that said that was my last question, but there is one other thing that has kind of crossed my mind at the minute. Is do you think it's more than one energy, or do you think it's the same energy?
I think it's more than one, definitely.
So it looks like we should be in for a good night then.
Did you work here? Was it a club when you worked here? Did you drink here? Okay. Were you a manager?
Just a customer.
Were you just a customer? Just ask you the same question again. Were you just a customer? Okay. Did you work close to here then? Did you work in a mine? Did you work in a factory? Did you work in the iron industry? Did you work with horses? So you worked with horses. Did you belong by any chance to a travelling family? Okay. Did you used to come for the fairs? Did you have children? Did you die young? You do know you're dead? Are you bound here? Do you just visit here? Do you visit often? Did you get in a fight?
Were you trampled?
Were you trampled by a cart? Was it an accident? Are you happy talking to us? Have you done this before?
What's your name? Oh.
Can't do that one,
Right.
I was thinking the same question.
If I go through the alphabet and you move to yes when it's the letter you first name, please. Seamus. Okay, if your name was Seamus. Did you come from an Irish family?
Were you gypsies?
Yeah, I already said that. Yeah. But you lived around here? Will you come back and talk to us later if I start to do it up again later on? Okay, I'm going to close it down then now and we'll come back to see you later on. Is that okay? God, it's draining me something wrong.
I can't think what that is.
Jeff and Doreen, are you here? Come on, Jeff. Jeff Porter, come on. I'm sure you'd be here. Someone did it anyway. Can you tell me your name?
Western?
Western.
What's that? What's that?
That was Western. Western.
Did it?
Yeah, Western.
Are you a
Western Close? Western Road?
Oh.
Could be that. Did you live at Western Close? What was that? I didn't catch that. Bitter.
like bitter? I'm more of a cider girl myself. More of a cider girl myself. Not very classy, but so you liked bitter?
Let's say love.
Time to play the song.
That's a
That's what
love.
we're thinking.
Time to play the song.
What your job was?
I make something, I make stuff,
You make stuff.
What do you make?
sewing. You've both done knitting projects.
Pottery?
Pottery? Ah, were you from the potteries? Were you part of that industry?
Saucy?
Oh, if that's the case, thanks very much. I'll take any compliment these days.
I wonder if that's like an old term, like people swear, saucy.
Hello, my name's Kenny.
My arm's shaking.
Right. Are you the energy that strokes Kenny's hair, holds his hand?
No, I don't.
Thank you. So the team here, we've split from part of the group to come into the members bar. I'll just go round if everybody wants to have a wave and say who they are.
Laura.
I am Josie.
Sarah. Oh, yeah, okay. Yvonne.
Jed.
Cassie.
Jed.
And I'm Claire. So, right, we thought that while the others are busy that we would come in here and try and do a calling out session.
No, he won't give it you. He's arguing with me. I'm asking him to give me his name. Saying no.
Will you please tell the ladies why you won't provide your name?
Just say because I don't want to. Just
I would like to just say that we aren't here to pry too deep.
Standing on my right hand side at the minute.
Are you able to provide us with any detail at all?
I think it's a farmer.
Are you able to give us any kind of description on it?
Just see wellies. He's got wellies on. I just see the rubber wellies.
Your battery's gone ready. Only been employed for 17 minutes. What? Yeah, you can't. No, it's flashing. When I put it on, it was full battery. Have you been using the battery power on this camera? I don't know why, but I've got a song that just popped into my head. Can you tell our mediums what your link is to this venue, this land? Will you please tell the ladies why you won't provide your name?
It's just saying because I don't want to. Just being honest.
I would like to just say that we aren't here to pry too deep into your life. Are you able to give us any kind of description on his
Just see
person?
whammies. He's got whammies on. Just see the rubber whammies.
Are you a farmer? How close is that tree to the boss?
Touches the windows.
Oh, could be that one. Okay, is that you?
Can you make that noise again, please?
Are you picking up on any other energies in this space? Anything residual from...
If you're a member of this club, you should know me. Make a noise.
the camera?
Are you here, Will?
It's behind the bar. Surrounded by little bumps and things, so. Is there a lady in this room? Lady of spirit? There. Is there a lady in this room? Did you farm cows or pigs, or just the land? Team's colleague Jay is by these double doors. Could you do it again for us? Copy the noise that Jay makes.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's the lever on the fire door, isn't it? Tell us where we are.
Right, we are in the cellar and we're down to the few hardcore that are left.
We are down to 7.
Because it is very late, this is going to be our last vigil. Just going to have a few minutes in the cellar, which is a nice cellar. We're not actually used to this. It's normally a damp, horrible underground cellar.
Left eye, being like being door, the right eye, okay. Feel like somebody at the back of shadow over there now. Black shadow.
Can I see by us?
No, it's up in the air.
Make the window dark for us.
Can you indicate where the shadow is?
Big shadow right in the corner. Right. There's a light inside of the shadow. I can see a light. No. The red light I can see looks like a bright light. Whatever it is here on the side of it, I feel as though it's drifting away. Something so near the around the neck. Going through. No. Left eye. At the back behind. Yeah.
Josie? Josie, come here.
See a circle over there.
Thank you.